The reason that men mistake your kindness and politeness as flirting is because they themselves would never be kind or polite to someone they weren't attracted to.
No, many men will mistake your kindness for flirting because many men rarely ever receive any kind of kindness unless either somebody wants something from them or they're flirting.
Projection. That's projection. that's what that's that's what women experience. He's doing that thing again where he's taking the thing that we all know to be true about the experiences of women and trying to apply it to men and act like, nah, men just be getting used. By who? For what reason?
Want something from them or they're flirting. Also, there are lots of men who are kind to people that they're not interested in.
I love how he keeps saying, she said men. So she's talking about most men, but then he has to say lots of men. So you're not actually negating what she's saying. You're saying a lot of men. A lot is relative. A lot is relative, right? What is a lot to you? 10% is a lot. 15% is a lot. She's saying most men. You're saying a lot of men. So how are you combating most with a lot? Those are two different things. Is she right or is she wrong? Because I still feel like you don't disagree with what she's saying, right? So you're playing this word game of like, oh, a lot of men. So you know what I mean? Like most men. She's right. Most men. She's right. 100%. She's 100% correct. Like exactly what she said is exact.
The reason that
This is 100% the reason.
The
100%.
reason that men mistake your kindness and politeness as flirting is because they themselves would never be kind or polite to someone they weren't attracted to.
100%. That is exactly what it is. Older women will tell you. Right? Or women who are less desirable physically for whatever reason, they'll tell you. Like women, like I've spoken to women who like put on weight and they'll talk about that. Like, yeah, both ways. They'll be like, the attention that I got or lack thereof when I was overweight versus the attention I got or get now being at a lower weight, crazy. It's ridiculous. The way that I was invisible when I was 100 pounds heavier, when I was 50 pounds heavier, when I was 30 pounds heavier, versus the attention I get now being at this lighter weight, night and day, from men specifically. Women will tell you that without a doubt. Older women will also tell you, yeah, once I reached a certain age, I became invisible to men. What about that lady that drowned in that pool surrounded by men? Because she was a 50 plus year old, quote unquote, less desirable woman. And no man was paying. Y'all think that they would have let a 22-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 35-year-old attractive woman, a woman that they deem to be attractive, drown, sitting 5 feet away from them and not fucking check her for minutes? She was floating face down. Like, what are you talking about? Women are invisible to men unless men think they can get something out of her. Sex, acts, you know what I'm saying? Services, something. Women are invisible to men. Look, I'll take it a step further. Not only is this true in general, not only is this true like when men are talking to women in public, women will also tell you in their own relationships that's how they're treated by their men. Their men will ignore them until they want sex from them, until they want something from the woman. In relationships, in marriages, women will tell you that. He ain't talked to me all day. Now at night, he want to have a conversation when he want to put his penis inside of me. That these are married women, women in long-term relationships. What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? You know what you're saying is fucking a lie. That's why you keep saying a lot of men. A lot of men. You're not saying most men. You're not saying men in general. Because you know what you're saying is a lie.
No, many men will mistake your kindness for flirting.
Many men. He think he 50 Cent. Many men. Many men, a lot of men. You see that? Y'all got to, I'm clocking y'all shit. Y'all think y'all slick. Many, a lot, not the same as most. That woman said most when she said men. She's implying most men. You're saying many men. What is many men? 1 out of 1,000? 100 out of 1,000. What is many men to you? Now I got now you haven't given us the definition of many in your mind, the example of many in your mind. What number, what percentage, so we can get an idea. Because maybe I can agree. Many men, 10% of men, I can agree with that. 5% of men, I can agree with that. 50%, nope. 25%, nope. Fuck no. Not 1 out of 4 men. Most men, the vast majority of men, 90% of men, 99% of men think the way that woman described without a doubt.
Because many men rarely ever receive any kind of kindness unless either
many men rarely receive any kind of kindness because men are terrible to people, terrible to women. It's not on accident. It's like saying people, it's like saying birds are never nice to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like saying like, yeah, you know, like when I go to the park, the pigeons don't ever come up to me and just land on me and allow me to pet them or whatever, right? Like as a way of like trying to like blame the pigeons for not trusting you. Pigeons don't do that to human beings because pigeons have been being killed by people forever. They don't trust us. Period. That's why they don't trust us, because we have proven to be threats to them. Women aren't nice to men, A, because they don't have to be, and B, because they don't trust us. Also, there are studies out there. There's experiments that have been conducted where a woman would give a man back his wallet or something. Or there's a story actually where a woman gave back a man's wallet and he like stalked her because he took that as like, oh, she wants me. Because men are so entitled, but also so craven for attention from women that it creates this monster. It creates this monster. So women just, to avoid that, to keep their heads down and they don't smile. And that's why men are always like, hey, hun, hey, toots, crack a smile, why don't you? Hey, babe, why the long face? You're not giving them a reason to smile. They don't trust you because a smile can get a woman killed. Her smiling at a man, her saying hi to a man, right, can get a woman killed straight up and down. So no, they keep their heads down. They avoid men like you specifically, because you definitely look like that man. You sound like that man and you look the part. Sorry to profile you. You definitely look like that man.
somebody wants something from them or they're flirting. Also, there are lots of men who
If more men got flirted with, this wouldn't be such a problem. I'm just going to be honest. If you ever got flirted with, you wouldn't be saying this shit. But men don't get flirted with that often.
are kind to people that they're not interested in. So I don't know where you get that from.
It gets it from reality, from scientific studies, from femicide rates, from news articles, from historical context. That's where she gets it from. The question is, where are you getting this shit from? Where are you getting this idea that, there's all these nice guys out here. They just got to be protective. They just got to be protective because so many people say hi to them and they trying to get in their pants. So many women can't control themselves from flirting with a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, men are just irresistible to women, man. You never know. You never know. A woman just bats her eye at you. You don't know if she's trying to take you for everything you got. You don't know if she's trying to sleep with you that night. She's trying to take you to her minivan. Like, what? We know that shit is cap, fam. We all know that shit is cap. It's ridiculous.